Happy Sunday, FlossTube. It's Chrissy, finally a farm girl, and it is Sunday, March 20th, and this is FlossTube episode 38. I am not even sure where the week went. It flew by, but I know that I'm happy to be sitting right here in front of you, getting to share my stitchy news and stitchy week with you. It has been another exciting journey and another exciting week with a couple of new releases, and I cannot thank you enough. So if you are new to my channel, this is my cross stitch channel, and it is about 95% cross stitch, my cross stitching journey, and a little bit of this and that with some other crafts here and there. I usually call them fiber arts because I do I haven't done much in a while, but I often show treasures of my mom's or my grandmother's. I do some primitive rug hooking, so it's always, sometimes I have a little bit of show and tell, and I enjoy that portion. This week is 100% about cross stitch, pretty much my market haul. I went to Brick City and I picked up my market haul, and wow, that was fun. So if you are not new to my channel, then and you are returning to sit and enjoy, I thank you so much for the wonderful messages this week. I hope that if you are new, you might go back and watch last week's, because a lot of things are going to play off of my last week's FlossTube. It would, be one of those things that it would be helpful. I have gotten several new messages of people just finding me. I was surprised to see that if you found my Etsy shop without it being from FlossTube or Instagram, and that was fun, and they found my FlossTube that way. So anyways, I always really love to sit down with you, and I hope that each and every time you enjoy yourself, you are inspired, you smile, and that you would just be able to take 2 seconds and make sure that you subscribe and hit the like button. And I cannot thank those enough who have actually taken the extra step this week and went and visited my Etsy shop, which all those links and everything will be down below. So, okay, what did I do this week? Well, it was busy, but at the same time, it was actually really nice. I just, I went to St. Patrick's Day, we really didn't do anything special that day. I did wear my green shirt that I had gotten from the half marathon I did. But other than that, we didn't do too much. The biggest thing was actually going up to Brick City on Thursday. And that was something I was, excited to go do with Philip. And we always make it an adventure. So Wednesday, I went over to my dad's and we had movie night. And I cannot believe I was so excited to sit down and stitch with my dad while we watched a movie. And I must have stolen the needle out of my project bag, and anyway, so when I got there I had no needle. So it wasn't so bad, because sitting and enjoying a movie and doing nothing actually felt good too. So I just thought it was kind of comical. I had a few funny things this week, but I just kind of thought that was a little comical, that here I am and this avid stitcher, and I did not even double check to make sure that I had a needle with me. Okay, so if we talk about, usually I try to share who I watched. And this week, the new FlossTube that I watched was Tiny House Stitcher, and I'll link her below so that I get it accurate. And I really enjoyed what she stitches on, and I really enjoyed her sharing. This was her, I believe, her second FlossTube, and she did share some peeks into her tiny home, and I loved it. So I think that it's always unique that I think she's been there about a year, But anyways, give her a look on FlossTube. I enjoy listening to her. She seems so smooth already, and she has quite a few whips going. So she had a lot to share. I wanted to share one more that I watched, and I know I'll think of it in just a second. But the one that popped in my head that I wanted to share was that tiny home stitcher, tiny house stitcher. And other than that, I think as we go through things, I can share with you what's been going on. The first thing I did, I had shared with you a punch needle that I got from my longtime friend Tina Egner, and I put that into a fully finished piece. So I had this box, and I had a stack of 3. So right now I'm not sure if I'll keep them together and leave it on top, but I did get it finished, and one, her punching is awesome, but 2, I just thought that was really cute. So I'm not sure what I'll keep in here, but thank you so much, Tina, and she just does a fabulous job, really fabulous. So that was one FFO, but I didn't do it, that I enjoyed doing something different. Just putting a finish together like that was quick and easy and satisfying. So I loved that. Okay, so I had myself, as far as my designs go, I had 2 releases this week. One of them I don't have with me because it is up at Brick City Cross Stitch, which is my local needlework shop in Ocala, Florida. Today is their market day, and since I went up Thursday, because what I did was I dropped off my patterns printed so that they would be there for purchase, and so I put together a little like a display stand, and I will have Randy insert a picture here for you. But it was something small enough to house the little pieces that I've done so far, and I'm really excited because my things are actually on display in a needlework shop. So that felt kind of good and kind of new, and all of this is quite humbling. But so I don't have my first one. My first release this week was called Abe's Parade, and I do have a copy. One second here to share with you. But the pattern. So this is Abe's Parade, and if I get it close enough, you will see there's a cute little mouse on a patriotic hat, and it's just a whimsical patriotic stitch with my favorite guy, Abraham Lincoln, and I loved how the eagle turned out. Now, it's fun because these little things, you can change so much. If you wanted to leave off this and you wanted to put a pin or a star button or there's so many things you could do. But this little guy's over here waving his little banner, and I just thought they were cute. So anyways, that is Abe's Parade, and that is my, the back I finished with like a primitive dark fabric, and I actually had a piece of fabric with Abraham Lincoln on it, so that covered my seam in the back, and I really like that. So I believe my patterns are going to be up at Brick City until April 3rd, I think Jean said. So when it gets back, I will be sure to show you the finish. But anyways, this is my pattern, and I really like him. Okay. Then there was, I was so thankful that one of the patterns I put out or was sharing with Becca from Sambry Stitches, we are good friends, and I shared with her a patriotic snowman pattern design that I put together. And she was like, oh my gosh, I love that so much. And so she stitched it for me, model stitched it for me. She did fabulous. And this is, let me see if I can hold it up better this way for you. This is my design called Winter Messenger. And man, look at her stitches are beautiful. Her white stitches are beautiful. So he is stitched on, you could tell, a blue opalescent fabric. She stitched him on Aida. This is Be Stitch Me fabric. I think it's called Winter Mix. So you can, the model was stitched on Be Stitch Me, BESTITCHME fabrics. I'll link her below, and it's called Winter Mix. So you've got your cardinal. This is the only called like hand dyed, and you could easily change that for a gold, but this is Weeks Dye Works gold. But I don't know why, but I just absolutely fell in love with the idea of a snowman having a flag scarf. So, and because I decorate almost like I have primitive Americana all year, even at Christmas time, so this really works for me. And he can, you know, obviously stay out after. So all I did was used a black dyed wool on the back. And this guy, I wanted him to be able to hold his own kind of a deal. So he is filled with crushed walnuts, and I love it. So he's heavy. I can put him up next to a snowman, and but anyways, he is in my Etsy shop as a new design. And thank you so much, Becca, for fantastic stitching. And he's just so happy, and I love that. Happy is good, right? Smiling is contagious. So, anyways, he's so cute. Now, while I'm talking about Becca of Sambry Stitches, I wanted to mention that, of course, we got together with Linda and we did our little special episode of our market stitchy talk. And I am so thankful to everybody that joined in. It was really, really fun. But at the end, you could tell that Becca got a little bit quiet. Well, she got quiet because her grand kitty, Asa, was crying in pain. They have been struggling with a kitten that had been, a cat had been abused, and that abuse caused severe anxiety. So as she was model stitching for me, we had been chatting about her starting to do some of her own designs. And I wanted to share, hold on one second here. I have it here for you, and it's hidden. Hold on one second here. Okay. Sorry about that. So what she did was she designed like Asa's sampler, and this is what she came up with. And what she, I'll put her link below, but if you go to the link, you'll be able to see where you can, basically, she gives you an idea for a price for the pattern, but it's something where you can make a donation to help take care of these exorbitant vet bills that she has. So this is her kitty cat and her paw print. And if anybody knows Becca, you know she lives in the deep woods. So I wanted to just share this for her to get the word out, and you know, whatever you can do is wonderful. And I am happy to have the pattern and to make a donation myself. And I will tell you that the pattern is very clear and very easy to read. And of course you could change anything you want. If you're a cat person, you could make it for your own kitty. But that is Becca of Sambry Stitches. And I believe you're gonna see some designs coming from her as well. Okay, so then let's see, what should we talk about? I still have quite a bit. I don't know if you follow Under the Woolen Willow on Instagram, and she has an Etsy shop and she puts out these great pillows, and you have to grab them fast, but I thought this would be good. I don't know why my hand was shaking, that was weird. I thought this would be so good to sit next to Reba. So right now it's in my dough bowl because Reba is actually making her, debut up at Brick City Cross Stitch. So she's not here, but Under the Woolen Willow, I will link her below. So sweet, such fast shipping. She sells these as kits too. Really, really cute. And I have one other one that is my first one from her was the tomato pillow. So it sits up in my stitching nook. So they're stuffed so good and they sit up so nice. So this one is backed with the prettiest fabric. Anyways, so I love that. And to be really honest, this probably won't go away since I do farmhouse decor in the kitchen. So I really like this. I'll probably design something to go with this so it can just stay out. Okay, let's go through whips this week. Besides my FFO of putting together Winter Messenger, but my one FFO of mine was Abe's Parade. That was a new start and a finish. And then I did work on, Greetings from the North Pole by Country Cottage Needleworks. This is a sal that I'm doing with Denise from Goose and Stitchy Linda. This is the Goose bag that it's housed in. It looks like a mess from the front, but it's one of my favorites. Look at that. Wolf. You can always tell you're getting close to the end when it's just not looking so good anymore, but one of my favorite bags. And this is my progress. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so here's my progress. And I actually started on the third and final house. I'm doing pretty good over, I think I'm almost finished here and I gotta go put a white up here. But I did not wanna leave that last house for the end. So at some point this week, I'll do a little more work on it. I believe the 25th is gonna fall in this week, which means I will participate in the 25th day stitching sale that Lori Holt does with Christy of Crosshatch Quilts. My brain doesn't seem to be working this morning very good, but I'm getting it out. But anyway, so they, on the 25th of every month, they do a little sale and they're working on the same project, but you stitch Christmas. So basically you can stitch Christmas, all year long. And so I will get this back out and put some more stitches in. This is definitely a goal for me to get done much before Christmas, because I have others that I want to move right into, and that's the Noel sampler that I have been neglecting lately. So that is Greetings from the North Pole. The other one I put a few stitches in, oops, hold on, my needle fell out, was Owl Forest Embroidery Red Cardinal. This is the Red Cardinal OFE for Owl Forest Embroidery, OFE Red or Cardinal sale. And I am doing this as a stitch along with Becca of Sambry Stitches. And many of you have finished, but I had said last week this is definitely a finish in February for me. I am getting that close. Oops, let me see if I can put this back here for you. Go. So this week I worked, I'm over here now, but I did this. I'm trying to think if I did anything else. I don't think so. I think I just did this. And then I'm starting over here. So really I'm getting down to just the corner in one big cardinal. So it's so pretty and the threads are so beautiful. But what I've done is I made the commitment that I want this finished in February. So my thinking is even if I pull out, I can stitch on this one during the day. I can see it pretty well. So I will split up my 25th day stitching between Greetings from the North Pole and this one. And if I am close enough to a finish, then I'll drop off the other one and I'll go for a finish, because there's nothing like checking that off and making room for more whips. So that is Olive Forest Embroidery, Red Cardinal Sal. And I'm so excited to be getting close on kind of both of these, but I know Greetings from the North Pole, I know from Linda that border, it takes more time than what you think. Okay, I also worked on, since we had the 13th dark October stitching or dark stitching, I worked on the project that I do on the 13th of every month. I worked on the Twin Peak Primitives Haunted House Sampler. This is a sal that Eclectic Possessions is doing with a few others. And I am stitching mine on 32 count Belfast Grasshopper. And this is, get it up here for you. This is where I'm at. Let me slide this. There you go. This is where I'm at. I was able to get the other ghost in over here. And I think I shared with you that I changed this alphabet out to my dyed floss, the orange fragrant cloves. So I did a little more working on the alphabet. So I don't know that I'll be picking this back up between now and April 13th, but you never know. You just never know. Sometimes you just feel like you got to stitch something spooky, and I enjoy stitching on this. Okay, so that is Twin Peak Primitives. This was part of a kit, so it's all DMC except for the one dyed floss that I picked, that I mostly was using in the border, but I added it into the alphabet. The other thing I worked on was the newest Twin Peak Primitives model that I'm doing, and it's quite large. It's beautiful. I'm having so much fun stitching it, so I gave it some good love this week. It's not something that I can share, but you know, you need to know I'm still definitely doing some model stitching, and it's definitely going to be something that hopefully it'll be something that, you know, takes your breath away. And I'm excited because it's one of those that I really do hate to put down, but I'm enjoying these smalls, even though they're smalls that are my designs. It's pushing me to work on some smalls during the day, and then I save the bigger pieces for at night. And I really wanted to focus on smalls this year, so it has worked out really good that by having my own designs and trying to grow an Etsy shop, that I'm actually stitching smalls, and then I just believe firmly they need to be fully finished pieces on your cover. I think it just gives the stitcher a better idea as to what it looks like. So I also get a finish out of it. So that has been really fun for me. Okay, so those are the whips that I have, and I have one more that has kind of a little bit of a story with it. So I know that a lot of you watched the episode with my sister Jennifer, and the one where we finished our half marathon, and she did a floss tube with me, and it was so much fun. And she was sharing what her professional career is and where her passion is, and if you wanted to know more, you would be best informed if you went back and listened to her. But she has been working for years with Prevent Child Abuse Awareness. It started at Habersham County in Georgia, but every April is Prevent Child Abuse Awareness Month. It is symboled with the blue pinwheels, and I wanted to do something for her. We were discussing it, but I wanted to do something for her to bring awareness to it, and that over time, I think would be something really special. So what I've decided to do is I designed a pattern for Prevent Child Abuse Awareness, and I will have it finished and available in my shop by April 1st. For 1 whole month, it'll stay in the shop, and all the proceeds will be donated to Prevent Child Abuse Awareness. I've made it and designed it so that you can tweak it if you don't want words, because since it's designed with children at the forefront, I think it's something you could do for grandchildren. You can change it to meet your needs. So anyways, I'm really excited about it. I'm kind of obviously proud. I've started on it, and I have no reason not to share with you some of the progress as I go along. So first things first, and then, you know, I will send her the model. And then I thought every year I would design another one. So this is going to be the 2022 Every Child Matters. And so what I've got here right now is a few of these little cute critters that have their pinwheels in their hand. This is going to be something new right up in here. And I'm excited to share as this comes to life. So I wanted to share it a little bit ahead of time so that you had an idea as to what I was working on. I believe that there's a good chance this will be my small this week, because I want to be ready for April 1st. And so then it'll just stay in my Etsy shop for a whole month. And it easily tallies what that pattern produces, and I will make a donation. So I'm hoping you'll be excited about it. I will share some sneak peeks on Instagram as it goes so that you can see it, and then I will for certain share the fully finished piece hopefully this weekend, next Sunday, and I hope you like it. Anyways, so that's my last whip I worked on. All right, let's get into, let's just do the eBay. I only had a couple, but one of them I really love and I have wanted for a while, and that is I found a kit of Little House Needleworks, which is one of my favorite designers, for freedoms. So this I found is a kit, and it is freedom of speech, freedom of worship, freedom from want, and freedom from fear. That should go with Every Child Matters, because that's what everybody should have in their life. Nobody should be afraid of things. So it came with everything I needed. It came with 32 count Creek Bed Brown Beached Cottage Stitchers. I've never heard of them, but either way, it's beautiful linen. And it's all serged up, and it doesn't call for many. So I'm excited about this. I love being able to just quickly pick something up. So that was one from eBay. And then I found this one that I just thought was really, really cute. It's a stand-up, and it was the 2001 Christmas Keepsake by Heart and Hand. Look at that guy. How cute is that? And it had everything kitted up, specialty. I didn't want to open it because it's kind of like I've never noticed Heart and Hand with these before. Yeah, you actually have to cut it. So I'll leave it in there. But I kind of think he'll be really cute to shove down in a little bowl since he stands up or something like that. But I don't know. He called to me, so he's cute. So that was just eBay. I will share one final purchase. I have always on Instagram followed. Her name is Wildo Berry Farms. WILDOBERRY, Wildo Berry Farms. And she has an Etsy shop, but she also has like a little storefront that she makes some of the cutest things. So seriously, look at this. I'm in love with this guy. I've bought from her before, so I very much knew when she said it's even cuter in person that was truth. So he's this little mouse, and how cute for summer, and for some of these pieces. And I am trying to think, because I want to have a mouse in every one of my designs. I just think that's just me. So I thought this would be great, because in my setup this week, it's essential that you have a few pieces that just kind of go with it that aren't stitched pieces. So I thought, how perfect would this little guy be? So anyways, okay, moving on. Let's take care of, we're going to do haul, but let me go ahead and take care of the giveaway for this week. Last week's giveaway was for Witch Beulah. Hold on one second. This is her. So this was my design that I released last week. We are very close to having the next Witch Beulah pattern come out. I was shocked to hear that someone actually called up Brick City Cross Stitch and was looking for the next one. I'm sorry, she's coming soon, I promise. But anyway, so this is Witch Beulah. She's in my Etsy shop now. And the winner of her, the keyword was witch, is Sharon Peterson. So Sharon, congratulations. I'm so excited that Beulah will be coming to your house. All you need to do is send me an email at finallyafarmgirl@gmail.com, and that'll be linked below too. So you get her pattern. This week's giveaway, I'll put this over here. Second. So I thought I would do the same thing. And this week's giveaway will be two, and that'll be both of these releases, Abe and Winter Messenger. So we need a keyword. Why don't we just use Abe? Or I'm trying to think of something that's easy. Oh, Eagle. Eagle's different. I've already done cardinal in the past, and I don't do, so let's do the keyword as eagle, and just, you know, same rules apply. Have to be over 18 because I will need your address, and you know, make sure that you're not using words like giveaway or draw. You know the routine. Anyways, I'm excited. I'm excited about that. I was so excited to see that Chris Leedy had actually stitched Ruby. She was so cute, and she's on Instagram, but she did it her own way, and I'm all about that. I love when people share how they've made things their own. So anyways, good luck on that giveaway. The keyword is eagle. All right, now this was so much fun. Okay, so Philip and I went up to Brick City on Thursday. We drove up the display. We drove up my patterns, my finishes. He got his Chinese. It was so cute. I met some subscribers from FlossTube as they were walking out the door. That's always exciting. And we just had a good time. It was actually, I mean, Jean was she's the shop owner. She was incredibly busy getting linens ready. That's the only thing I was bummed out that I was not gonna get to see. I think that they will be out on display till April 3rd or something. And I wanna get back up there. So if you follow Stitchy Linda or are part of Brick City Stitchers, which is our Facebook group, you will see pictures of Market Day today up at Brick City. And I will insert a small picture today. I don't know where Randy will put it, but either way, I know that they're incredibly busy, and it's probably going to be a blast. But I know Jean and Linda is volunteering. And I believe possibly Anne, but I'm not sure. Either way, that shop will be busy today. So it worked out perfectly for me to pick up my market haul early on Thursday. So let me just go through it. And the first one that I got is, I think a lot of you have seen so many of this. This is Sue Hillis North Pole Chamber of Commerce. This is a 4-part pattern by Sue Hillis. And this is one of my favorites right here. Mrs. Claus's Enterprises. Oh my gosh, I designed a Mrs. Claus. I think they're so hard to find. I think Mrs. Claus is a hard pattern to find because Santa is so much out there. So I was feeling in the Christmas mood, and I designed a Mrs. Claus, and my husband was so cute because the printer's in his office, and he's like, all right, you absolutely blew it out of the water with this one. And so that always makes me happy, because when he says something about something, then I know I've kind of hit the mark with it. So anyways, but look at how cute this is. And the thread box, spool box, the featherweight, I mean, just absolutely awesome. These are the little reindeer. This is the bottom one, which she's showing you can do it separately. But so this was a 4-part, and this was one of my haul. I got Brenda Gervais, Keeper of the Pins. I think it was Scarlet House that designed another one that I still want to get. But these look fun, and I know that the first one I want to do is this one right there. It's so cute. They're all really, really cute. And this one, let me see if I can put it. It's not very good lighting today. But anyways, she is cute. Dam of the Needle. So I got that book. The first 2 of the Misty Purcell's Luminous Fiber Arts. This is Mousecapades, which y'all knew I was getting these. The first 2 came out. So I have both of these. Oopsie, and then I'll get the rest. And how cute are they? So cute. So I love that. I wish, just me personally, I wish the pattern was in color, but they're very clear and very good. So no worries there. I just love a color pattern. And that was my daughter saying she should be done with Witch Beulah, the second one, tomorrow. So that's exciting. She just shared me a sneak peek. So that's really cute. Okay, let's see here. The next one I got was, this is the To Be Free Shepherd's Bush kit. Now, let me open this for you. There you go. Again, I love having these available to me. There are days I just want to pick up something and I don't want to think about the thread. I don't want to think about the fabric. I don't want to kit it up. It's all there for me. So this is really cool because obviously Shepherd's Bush always does great kits, needle and all. I mean, you do not have to think about anything. So I got that one. I got F is for Flag by Hands On Designs, and the pins, which are amazing. And I gotta tell you, I'm probably gonna stick them in Abe when he gets back in the meantime for 4th of July. But I think I'm gonna pull the eagle out in that, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use them, because why not? I think sometimes we give ourselves too many rules, like, oh, I should save this. I'm gonna use it because I don't know when I'm gonna stitch up this one. But I absolutely love it, and I don't know how I want it yet. I think I do want it in the block versus, I know you can stitch it all as one, but I'm excited to have that. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful patriotic design. I also got from Hands On Design the red She Said. Let me go this way for you. I think that's really cute. And if I have a place for a banner, I might like to do it like that. But I believe that I'd probably like to do it all as one, and I think you can. So then I got Erica Michaels Liberty Games. But hold on, I'm going to open this. Hold on just 1 second. 1 second. I want to show you this strawberry because I have a feeling I'm going to stitch that first. Look at that. I love that. I did not know that that was part of it. So that is so cute. And let me see if I can find it for you. Yeah. Okay. I think it's the last page. I've never done a strawberry, so I'm excited that this could be my first one. But a beautiful, beautiful pattern. Liberty Games, Erica Michaels. I've never done a strawberry, and I have the Christmas one that both Linda and I got, and I'm looking for the snowman. I think it's an Erica Michaels snowman. I saw that on Tiny House Stitcher. Oh, wow. It is beautiful. So by the end of 2022, I'm going to have some strawberries in my life. And this is just might be the perfect way to start because she's not too huge. But anyways, love, love, love. I noticed these kits, a lot of them this year really came with more than, they came with like more than one thing. So the price might be a little bit more than what one would think, but you're getting more for your money. So that's kind of exciting. All right, this was the sampler. This is a big daddy. This is by Cross Stitch Antiques. This is the I Had a Father, Kind and True, Alice Clark, 1844. This was the only antique reproduction sampler that I picked up from Market. I don't really have any intention of stitching it yet, but I did want it. But boy, oh boy, it's a big one. I'm just warning you now. It's a big one. Okay. Then I got Teresa Kogut. Absolutely fell in love with the colors of this. And I know it's been all over. I think it was a lot of people's favorite, Let Love Rain. It is absolutely phenomenal. Again, kind of hoping for a color pattern inside, but it is very, very nicely done. All her books are phenomenal, so I'm excited. And of course, hold on 1 second here, because it's the book. You know, I love the fact that I've really started to change the way I look at things, and I can't really, let me show it to you from the front. Okay, so there's more than one pattern in here. So this one's in here too. But I think I would like to just stitch them first. I would probably still stitch this whole thing eventually, but I love this. And I think that's what's fun, is how I look at things a little bit differently than I used to. Doesn't mean the pattern won't be there in the future, but if that's the part you like and you're in the mood to stitch it, then you should stitch it. Okay, and this was a unique one I got, and it is by Nitka, N-I-T-K-A. Okay, and I said I had a cousin that I had in mind for this one because it has the, I think it's called a Dala horse. So anyways, it's just unique, but it's a new designer to me. It's called Are They Also in Your Kitchen? I will say that I will probably blow this pattern up because it's just my eyes. So for me, I'll probably take it to Office Depot and have them enlarge it and tape it together when I do it. But this purchase was because I really just wanted portions of it, and it's really cute Dala horse. Okay, now the one that I can't stop thinking about, the one that I want everything right now, I want to start it right now, is my favorite, Primrose Cottages, The Witch Next Door. And I don't know if it's because it reminds me of how I like to see Halloween, because her witch to me is cute, and I just love that she might live on a little farm. Everything that this pattern offers, it just makes me smile, because I love that she has a bird feeder hanging. So I don't know if it reminds me of how I would, design something, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And it is in color. It is so easy to read, and I just love it. I absolutely love it. So I believe that when I do my decorating and all that, I think it's going to go so great with my own Beulah propped up next to her. So this is the one I know I'm going to start first. This is the one that's calling my name. I did get I chose fabric for my Viv Stirs, the 12 Days of Christmas. I shared my project bag that I had gotten as a gift. So all I need are the DMC floss, and hopefully I will get started on that because I really want to get some of those done. I bought the wreath for it and everything. The idea is to take the 12 Days of Christmas from the song. They put them each in an ornament. It's by Vivsters, Vivsters. Mama Loves You GB has already done 2. She might even already have 3. But anyways, I'm going to put it in a wreath. And so I have all my little pieces cut out for me. I believe they're 9x9 squares of Brenda's Brew. So I'm kind of ready with that. I want to make sure I covered everything. I wanted to cover Becca. I wanted to make sure that if you wanted to support the little fundraising for her grandkitty that you did, so I'll make sure that link is there. I wanted to end with a thank you for all the wonderful personal support on my first antique sampler that I purchased. And I think her name is Margaret, it's Marget. And I even got a little bit of history from somebody. So I'm excited to go down that path. But mostly, I loved how people shared. And if you didn't read any of the comments, it's overwhelming. And if I could reply to every single one, I would. You just need to know I read them all, because people shared the way that I shared. And I think that that's so important. In this situation, I talk about me. I'm a woman, I'm a mother. It's personal to me. So the red work sampler, please know that I want to do it right. And I want to have the perfect time to start it because I don't want to feel stressed. So, right now I have in my mind that I would like to have it for a Mother's Day release. I think that feels good to me. I know that that's only a little over a month away or so, but I feel like that would be special. It's not too big. It's the verse that got me. It's so much in one piece that I feel like, a Mother's Day release giving us, and we would do a sal. A subscriber mentioned, could we do a sal with this? Oh my gosh, absolutely. Phenomenal idea. How awesome would it be for moms around the world who have or even have not experienced loss, as we described things. For me, it's you just would need to watch last week's FlossTube. I won't go back into that again, but that sampler spoke to me leaps and bounds, and I just believe that when that happens, it's in my belief, that's when the Lord is working, and that's when He's opening a window for you to do something. And so when it spoke to me, and I shared my personal story behind the purchase, that was in last week's FlossTube. But the stories that came in that everybody shared, you know, I am just so humbled that you would share all those things with me, and I am so thrilled that so many of you have shared that it will be something that you buy, that you will stitch in honor of maybe, you know, a lost child to you. It doesn't matter why, because that's personal to you, and our stitching is personal. But at the same time, I am so thankful that many of you shared, and you should, you know, if you have a moment, take 2 seconds and go read some of these amazing stories that women share, how they have triumphed over grief or loss or a potential future loss. It's very special. So I wanted you to have an idea in your mind. Pick out your reds or whatever you want to do. I will keep you posted. I will absolutely share sneak peeks. I'm not going to make you not see this as it comes to life. So that's going to be special. But my thinking was how wonderful to have this be a Mother's Day release. That's my goal. A Mother's Day release, and we will start a sale. And that was just exciting to me. It put some definition into the plan. So, you know, let's see. If we talk about plans this week, it's going to be that I want to have a start on designing or reproducing the Redwork sampler. I don't care if it's just a little bit, that's it. I also plan to release the very next one. I have 2, and that will be a fall piece, and his name is Scarecrow Jack. Stitchy Linda did the model stitch on that, and it is fantastic. So I love a good scarecrow. So it'll be my first just fall piece, not Halloween, it is fall. Yes, the mouse will make an appearance in that pattern as well. And I also will have Witch Beulah will make her second appearance. So I'm hoping to have 2 releases this week come your way. I don't see any reason why that won't happen. And then I hope for a finish on my April Prevent Child Abuse Awareness piece. I'll be happy to be able to share that with you. And I will do some model stitching myself. Those are my goals. Those are my plans. Those are my whips. Thank you so much. I mean, just thank you. Thank you for encouraging me to just keep designing, and all your special messages. They mean the world to me. And I pray for you that you have a blessed week, that you get so much stitchy time, that you are inspired by this FlossTube, as well as all your friends, all the other stitchers that are out there. Keep smiling, keep praying for Ukraine and all of those. I am blown away by one gentleman on Instagram who is a hand dyer of cross-stitch linen. I'm sure many of you know him. He cannot take donations, so in the way I can help is I will buy his linen, but he has rescued so many. I think he took in 50 goats. He has some escape. He's giving some people that have escaped a place to live, and they are going to care for these animals. He is bringing in, I think, about 10 dogs, a few that are injured. So if I can help him, I asked specifically, how can we help you? Because I just, I love, that is, to me, that's the story to look for. That's where I will place, my focus is I want to make sure that he's getting what he needs if I can. And so his answer was he really can't take donations for what he's doing, but I know that I can buy his linen. So I will share his link below, and that's gonna be my thing this week. And maybe it's little, but it's something. And so anyways, thank you so much. This is just always a highlight of my week, is to sit down with you and share everything that's been going on. My dog is Ginger's snoring over there, and I wish I could think of many more things, but that's it. So I hope market goes really well for Brick City Cross Stitch. I am going to put all my fun things away now, and I will chat with you later. So be blessed, smile, be the light, and don't forget to floss. Bye guys, love ya.